Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we have the Kraven Cavalier boss. He's the last boss of this Cavalier quest. And this guy is pretty complicated. And we're using the 4-star ghost to actually take him down. But don't worry, we're gonna provide a lot of information and champions that can counter this guy. But let's talk about the nodes first. So this guy has only 4 nodes, surprisingly. So the first node, whenever the attacker is inflicted with a rout effect, we are also inflicted with a passive disorient, and that's pretty crazy, man. You can see it right here. Now it expired, but yeah, and it reduces our block capacity by 50%, which is kind of annoying. And you're not gonna see it much in the ghost fight, but then we're gonna have like a crossbones fight and a Hawkeye fight. And you're gonna see why we don't want him to throw SP1s. So then he has Mighty Charge. It's very annoying, man. It's Mighty Charge 2, so he's actually unstoppable for the first hit of his combo, like if he dashes with a medium, and also he removes all of the debuffs when he does that. Then Stage Fright 2, so if you use a special attack, there's a 15-second timer. You can see the yellow right there, and if we throw another special attack before that expires, we actually take 50% of our health as direct damage, so we don't want to do that. And that's kind of annoying because I used Hawkeye and I tried to like power drain this guy, but with this node on, it's actually annoying. And then the last node, Scared Stiff, so every 8 seconds if we don't attack the defender, we are inflicted with a rout debuff. And the rout debuff, it blocks us from like going forward. We're staying in the same position. We can only dex and block. That's it, or pop special attacks. But now we have the same fight again. And let's see, now that you guys know a little bit of the nodes, how we perform here. So he actually activated an SP1, but luckily because we're a ghost, we can throw that unblockable SP2 because we got the synergy with Wasp. And if he activates an SP1, you're gonna get inflicted with a rout debuff, because if he's defending, he places that trap and it immediately like detonates, and after that you're gonna be routed, which means disorient. And even if you survive that rout, then you're gonna have to take a lot of block damage because of the disorient, because in order to get your openings you have to parry, because this guy has Mighty Charge, so you cannot intercept, or just bait some hip attacks. But yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, his hip attack is actually pretty easy to like go in after. But yeah, we throw that SP2, massive damage. We got the Ant-Man synergy even with the 4-star, man, that's crazy. But you can see that hip attack, we went in after the first hit, and you can literally evade the second hit as well and go back in. And that was the SP2, so you can outrange the whole thing, and then when he like goes down to get that chain of his, you go back in. And you gotta be quick though, because yeah, he might like block. He won't retaliate, but he might block. So now we're gonna see the Hawkeye fight right here. That was like one of my first attempts, and yeah, you're gonna see why this guy is not working. This is a 4-star. We have the immune to poison synergy, and the endurance that you see is actually Kraven's ability. So whenever we inflict him with a non-damaging debuff, he gets one of those, and this can go up to 8, and every one of those stacks reduces our non-damaging debuffs by 10%. So if you have 8, even your parries are not gonna last long, but I think if you go back in with a light attack, or if you parry and go with a light attack, I think you're gonna have time. But why is this guy not working here? So basically this guy, whenever he dashes at you, he removes every debuff, and that basically cancels Hawkeye's power drain, because now his power drain is nerfed, but he has that, what do you call it, that power lock debuff? How is that called? I don't remember. It's like it reduces the opponent's combat power rate. But yeah, if it was the old version of Hawkeye, where he like power drained over max power, he might be able to do that. But this guy, he doesn't have that. Yeah, suppression. The suppression debuff. See, he immediately purifies that. And if we had that, we reduce his power by 50%, which will allow us to get to another SP1. And if you're aggressive enough, you can do that. But let's see the SP2. So you evade the whole thing, and then when he goes down, get that chain, Dex. And then go back in. It's pretty easy, honestly. And then he throws the SP1, and the fight is literally over. We didn't get hit, but he places a trap. And then we didn't hit him within 6 seconds. And that's it. You take so much block damage from the Disorian. You cannot go away. Because also this guy, when you are routed because he's awakened, his first medium is unblockable. And the only way to get past that is to do a parry. A parry when he does that medium attack. Because yeah, basically that cancels the effect. But if you're like stuck there, it's kind of weird to do that. Trigger the overrun right there. Go back in. See, we're a little bit late, but we still got that. He's got those endurances as well. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the SP3. So you always gonna like bait SP2s out of this guy. And it's easy Dex as well. It's pretty easy. You can go back in. Because with the SP1, he's gonna place that trap. And even if you don't go to that trap, you have to wait out a little bit in order for that to expire, that debuff. And if you wait, you're gonna get a route debuff as well from the timer. You can see the great timer right there. And that's from the node. It's pretty annoying node, honestly. And you're gonna see what happens if he throws an SP1 without having like a power drain character or ghost. I think now he's gonna, yeah, he throws it right there. And now he places a trap. We don't go in the trap, but we can't hit him because he's unstoppable. We need an opening. We immediately purify that because we're crossbones, so you can purify the route, but you don't have much health and you need to parry. And if I parry right there, I die from the Disorian because 50% reduction, block proficiency, it's crazy, man. And it's really difficult to just, I don't know, to hit him in the block, because if he like dashes with the mighty charge, you might get hit, which is pretty annoying. But yeah, so that's literally a cycle. Like you can't get an opening if you don't have much health, and then the Disorian expires. When it's about to expire, there's another route debuff, which means another Disorian. And if you don't have a counter to that, if you don't have like a 6 rank 3 for a lot of health to get openings or ghost, yeah, it's pretty hard. But now we're gonna see some counters actually. So the counters that I'm thinking from today. So Archangel, I think Archangel, this guy is not bleed immune or poison immune. So if you are good at reparrying, because yeah, you need to reparry, you can put a lot of debuffs. And if he doesn't go for a medium attack, he won't purify them. And I think if you put neurotoxins on him, he might actually not be able to purify those. So Archangel, I feel like is going to be pretty good option. And then Crossbones, because he purifies the route debuff. And if I would use like a 6 rank 3, definitely do that fight, because he's got like 90% chance if you have him 6 to 100 to like remove the route debuff. And yeah, the only problem after that is the Disorient. But yeah, with the 4-star version, it's pretty hard. And then we have Dr. Doom. Why is Dr. Doom great? Obviously because he's got crazy good block proficiency. But another reason, you can do 4 hit combos and then go for a medium, or sorry, for a heavy attack. And that would give him enough power to go for an SP2. And also you got a very good power drain from his SP1. If he gets to an SP3, or if you don't want him to throw an SP1 at some point, he's got a very good power still with his light attacks when he has the aura active. So Doom is definitely one of the top options. Great counter. Then Ghost, obviously you see, she destroyed him, man. With the 4-star version, it's just so easy to get openings, even with a mighty charge. And yeah, I think it's a very good option. And then Hyperion. So Hyperion is good because he gains a lot of power gain, which means he can spam special attacks. And another thing that I didn't talk about, if you're using a special attack, and you go for the trap. So let's say that there's a trap placed and you pop a special attack, and I don't know, the character is running at the trap, it cancels the trap. So if you go into the trap while you are performing a special attack, the effects are not gonna appear. So you're not gonna be routed, you're not gonna be disoriented, and yeah. But the main reason why Hyperion I think is good is because you can spam special attacks. He's got a very good stun on his SP2. I think it's like 70% chance, 60% chance to stun, and yeah, he also has very good damage. But honestly, in this fight, you need to be good at repowering if you want to use Archangel or Hyperion like that. But yeah, pretty decent option. And then we have Magic. Magic is a nice counter to this guy, but again, keep in mind you can't spam SP2s because you have that node. You gotta wait 15 seconds. And yeah, if you just want the power gain, or sorry, the power lock and power steal for just safety, she's a pretty good option. And then we have Nebula. Nebula has a crazy good power lock and power steal on her SP1, but you need to like be careful so that he doesn't like do a medium attack and immediately like remove the power lock, because that would be very annoying. So yeah, I probably want to get him in the wall, do 5 combos and parries only, so that he doesn't perform a medium attack. But yeah, another good champion, Rogue. She has a very good power steal from her SP2. She actually will remove the route very quick. That's actually pretty significant from other champions. I think it's like 60% chance, or sorry, 60% or 70%. That's crazy, man. She's gonna be good for that. But the only thing is that the disorient is passive, so she can't counter that. And then we have Spider Gwen. Again, Enervate is not bad. Quake, if you're comfortable like playing when he's like right next to you, because you gotta be right along in this fight for a long amount of time in this fight, because you're not gonna hit him. He's gonna be like right close to you. He's gonna be unblockable and unstoppable. Like, I can't play Quake like that. I want to like be able to parry and all of that. But then another good counter I think is gonna be very good is Shang-Chi. And why? Because for the Mighty Charge, you don't have many openings, but with Shang-Chi, you can literally be unblockable with this, the medium, light, medium, and get some openings right there. You can even trigger it in the block. And then the pinpoint strike, which is the standard 5-hit combo. So you get a stun, and that stun, I'm pretty sure it's not affected by his, how are those called again? Let me check. Where is that? Yeah, the endurance. I'm pretty sure that doesn't affect the endurance. So you're gonna have a normal stun. So yeah, I feel like it's pretty good to use Shang-Chi, because yeah, a lot of openings, you can push him to the SP2 and you're good. And then 2 more counters that are maybe gonna be good. Hood it might actually be good because you can phase a couple hits and you can get your opening right there. He's got a good power steal on his SP2 if you got him awakened. And then the last one is Tigra, which this guy has some projectiles on his special attacks. You can maybe get some openings if he's against the wall. And she's also got the power steal from her SP2. She can get back to another SP2 pretty quickly and destroy this guy. But hopefully this video helps you guys fight this Kraven boss fight, because yeah, the annoying node is the one where if you don't hit him within 6 or 8 seconds, yeah, you get routed. And it's pretty crazy, man, with that distorting as well. Yeah, it's a hard boss fight, but it's definitely doable, because yeah, there's a lot of counters that we literally talk about. And yeah, hopefully you don't have bad time against this guy. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.